What's up, guys, and welcome to my new room and practice space in Austin, Texas. This past year has been pretty crazy for me. Around this time last year, I had just moved to Austin, and then in about 2 months I found out that I got this amazing scholarship to go study in Spain with some really incredible heroes of mine in the classical guitar world, and I got to visit some other countries. It was an amazing time. But following right after that, I moved back to the States to North Carolina for 6 weeks, where I studied and taught at the Brevard Music Center in North Carolina. And then right after that, I came back here to Austin to begin the school year. And I almost want to put school in quotations because I'm doing an artist diploma here. It's very, very small amounts of classwork. So I basically have lessons, studio class, and I'm doing some teaching on my own while I'm here. So it's a very light load, but it leaves a lot of time for me to do entrepreneurial things, practice a lot, compete, and perform. So that's what I've been really excited to do when I returned back here to the States, here in Austin, Texas. I've got a great little space to record, practice, do all of those things I just mentioned, and I wanted to share that with you and a little bit of how I'm organizing my room and my practice space in general. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm trying to get back to a normal upload schedule, which is really, really difficult. But I've been making all sorts of notes. I have tons of ideas. So here's my first step back at it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here's my little workspace. And I just want to show you a couple of things about what I do with my desk. And one of the things I didn't do until maybe a couple of years ago was keep this area completely uncluttered. So if there's things I still use all the time, like adapters for my MacBook or just various different recording things like microphones, cables, things like this, I try to keep it really, really minimalistic because it's so hard to get work done when my desk is really cluttered. So really I only have a few essential things here. Let me see if I can zoom in there. I have my AirPods, gotta have some headphones, some nail files, phone, whatever. Some essential things, and I really am able to get work done here. Now, I mostly use my desktop computer for larger tasks, like if I have a lot of things I need to get done in a day, or if I need to see a finished product and edited video on a larger screen. Just really multitasking type of things, where you need to have multiple windows up, you need to read a bunch of stuff, there's that. I have my MacBook there for on-the-go type of stuff. I actually do mostly all my editing on the MacBook Pro because it just has a better graphics card than the computer I have hooked up to that monitor. And then, gotta have a little bit of shrubbery here, even though this guy's not doing too well. He's seen better days. I've got my case back there. The most important area of the room, the practice area. So this is huge for me. This area has to be exactly how I like it and somewhere I can really focus and keep my mind clear. One of the best things for me is to have natural light. I have a chair here now. It's rolling, which isn't really my preference. I want to get a piano bench sometime soon, but I'm really unpacking my room and just getting set up now. So, a large mirror. Here we go. What's up, guys? This mirror is large enough to fit my entire guitar, my left and right hand, if you can see here, and have tons of space to move around. That way, when I sit down with the guitar, I don't feel like I have to be in a very specific spot, and I can see everything. I can see both of my shoulders, I can see my stance, I can see what's going on with my legs, and that's super, super important for me. So, other important things. Now, this is something that people have asked me about. A bunch of my friends have gotten these. They're little practice timers. Now, if you search on Amazon kitchen timer, you can find something similar to these, but basically how it works is you turn it to one side like this, and you hear that sound, and that's going to count down from 15 minutes, and it's going to make an alarm sound. That really helps me stay focused when I'm practicing. Most of the time, I just use this one setting. 5 minutes, and when that goes off, I know I need to move on to whatever the next thing on the list to practice is. And actually, even though I have it on my music stand here to show you, I normally keep it on the floor because what I'll do is just kick it over into place. Well, that time it didn't work, but there we go, 60 minutes. That's way too long, but that's what I use this for. And then I have a little tripod here for recording things, maybe for Instagram. Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing here because the light. Yeah, here's a little small tripod. I'll set that up usually on my desk over there. And then I have my iPad. This is what I do all of my reading from. This is how I learn music. It's how I practice. I use that. And then I have my Apple Pencil here. You gotta have it. I know it's expensive, but you really gotta use this if you have the Apple iPad. I know it's expensive and more expensive than other styluses, but it really works well. And then down here I have a couple of different metronomes, some Sandpaper. This is a Korg metronome, just a basic metronome and tuner. I like the sound it makes. I know that's funny, but let's give a little preview. It's kind of soothing, right? And then I have my Soundburner Pulse, which actually you can get a discount on this if you use the code that I have in the description of this video. A couple of different types of sandpaper, which actually neither of these are my favorite type of sandpaper. I usually use this red no-fil adalox stuff, but I'm out of it. And yeah, this is a little practice tray. I think if you search mic stand tray or music stand tray, you'll find this. It just clips on to the music stand. And then my Hercules footstool. This thing goes with me everywhere. They do get a little squeaky over time. I've probably used this one for about a year now, and I've gone through a few of these. And when you put weight on it and move it in a certain way, it does get squeaky, but it is a huge footstool. And I love that. There's a lot of space. You don't feel like you're going to tip it over. Over here, now where my guitar lives. This is a really cool stand made by Lohr Concepts. I think I'm saying that right. It's L-O-H-R Concepts. And it's all stainless steel, I believe. So it's really neat, but you know, any guitar stand will do. I like to have a guitar stand there, even though I could just toss it on my bed or lay it on the floor. This is a really safe place to keep it. And if I don't put my guitar back in its case every night, I typically find that I get my guitar out and start playing it quicker. So it's really nice to leave it out on a stand. You just got to make sure if it's by a window like this, you're not going to get too much natural light to where it's destroying the finish on your guitar. This is like a balcony or like a deck here, so I'm a little bit spaced away from where the light will come directly in the window, so I'm fine with this. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching this video. This is kind of just a segue into the new format that I want to do, which is just talking about a subject, telling you guys what's going on, and just introducing you into more different parts of my musical life, I guess you could say. So I'm still figuring this out, still learning. I'm trying to release one video a week or more, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified right away when I create a new video. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.